Sagittarius, welcome to your Astro monthly reading for September 2023. I've done the monthly collective reading, and it's all about just doing it. Auspicious September. It's a really beautiful energy in September, and it bodes well for manifesting beautiful dreams. So just go ahead and do it. Hope you have a lovely reading, Sagittarius. Let's just get straight on in there. Overall energies. King of Swords, knowing where you're going. It's the energy here is pointing you. There's no 30 ways of cutting this. The energy is sort of saying, this is the direction, this is where you should be going, and this is through judgment of what you've been living up to. Yes, you're moving into your autumn period as well. It's like you're having your Indian summer, and this is where you can really start manifesting things for your future by just taking that direction and just sticking to it. Let's just see what goes on in your relationship side. Queen of Swords. Divine counterpart coming into your life, maybe. I think you, within your relationships, you have chosen a direction here. As I say, the overall energy is sort of saying it's here, and that's probably what's giving you the clarity in order for you to choose a direction in regards to your emotions. You're choosing to jump into love, basically. What the hell? Well, you got nothing to lose. Just go and do it. Jump into love. Just fall in love with, what was that song? If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. I can hear it playing in my head, but I can't sing it. So yeah, really choosing that, really being very clear about it within you, and it. With the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, very divine sort of counterpart sort of situation here. In the first week, here is the decision you're making. This is the decision you're making to take that direction. Investing in the relationships that work, basically, that really are working in a particular sort of direction for you, and it brings in good results for you. Yeah, of course it does. In the second week here, this is ultimate success because you've chosen that direction. This is really beautiful, Sagittarius. All of a sudden, within your relationships, because you're choosing this path, this is where people are going to recognize it, kind of going, Sag knows where they're going, I'm going with Sag. And if you're looking for a love, or if you're in a relationship already, it's renewing that relationship and being that spark and that really enthusiastic, joyous person that you are, is going to bring you a lot of recognition within your life. A lot of people are going to look at you and say, Sag is a real catch. I want Sag, and I think this is because you are choosing it. In the third week, you get the High Priestess. Really, really powerful cards on your relationship side. You are now having this clear vision of where you're going. This is out of this choice here, this recognition you're getting it, knowing what works because you're getting that recognition in the second week. And by the third week, you'll be kind of going, okay, so now how can I take this even further? How can I develop this? How can I explore this reality that is within me, that is within my life? And really just open a load of beautiful doors for you going forward. And then you get the Hermit card. Well, this is a little bit of a strange one, but at the same time, it's working to the same thing. The Hermit has gone all the way up the mountain. And as they've gone up all the way up to the mountain, he's gone onto the shadow side of the mountain, the shadow side of oneself, one's objectives, or one's objectives or obstructions within its life. But you've also seen the sunny side, and I think you're seeing the sunny side here, which has allowed you to turn around and say, I'm going to take that dream there, that star there, I'm going to put it in my lantern and I'm going to follow it. And it comes from that clear vision that comes out of the High Priestess as well. And I think it comes out with the clear vision that you have with someone else as well about life, basically. And this is a real sort of judgment moment for you, a real realization this month here. September, just go ahead and do it. Really, really good for you. Let's see what goes on your financial side. Your karmic mission here, you get the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of people have been getting this. Nine of Pentacles is connecting with everything that is around you in order to realize that there is great deals of possibilities. So when you do an allotment, you don't just grow potatoes. or you don't just grow carrots. So if it's good to grow, if you're growing carrots, I used to grow a lot of garden stuff. If you grow carrots and you grow a lot of onions next to it, it creates a protection against the carrot fly, those onions. So it's connecting everything around you, which gives you greater possibilities in your life. And that's what the Nine of Pentacles is all about. You're on the cusp of it. And I think this is what you realize is in your karmic mission, basically, and your karmic path, as it were. Let's see what's happening in week 1 of September on your financial sort of side. King of Wands, very regal reading here. King of Wands, stepping into your power. I think this is when you realize here that you can combine lots of different things in order to get a lot of possibilities, a lot of goals or achievements within your life, and owning it and stepping into it and saying, it's almost a case of sort of saying, I've got nothing to lose here, I've got everything to win, therefore I'm going to own it. And that's the sort of attitude you need to be having in the first week. If you take on that attitude there, I think it's going to bring you a lot of results. It's got to be said, there's a little bit of a pause usually in this sort of energy. This is what's been coming up with a lot of people. Justice, yeah, I think this is rebalancing the situation here. I think you're getting also justification. I think you're getting justice as well because of what you're putting into it, of what you're owning as well, and this definite direction that you are taking, and combining a lot of things within your karmic mission in order to bring that harmony, justice, and balance back into your life. And I think in the second week, this is a really victorious week in the second week, really joyous week for you. Let's just see what happens in the third week. As I said, there's something that comes through it in the third week, in the second or third week, and it seems to be much more on the financial side rather than anything else. Five of Cups came up in the collective reading as well. Don't look to the past, look to the future. Yes, there may be certain things that you might be disappointed in the world around you. I don't think it's in you at all, actually. I think it's more in the world around you, that you might be disappointed in the world around you. But then if you just look to one side, you realize actually you've got a lot in you, and you can create or combine with yourself to create that higher, connecting with your higher self. And when you do that and you own that path, then you can go across that bridge to that town and new adventures, basically. So don't look to the past, which you sometimes do, Sagittarius. Don't look to the past. Always look to the future here at the moment. Very, just do it. Just do it, basically, in September. Let's just see what's going on in week 4 for you. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, I think ultimately you do. This is it. You know, this is what I'm saying. When you own it, this is where all those possibilities actually start happening. And once they do start happening, you realize a lot of things within you. You realize that things are gonna be successful because you're actually engaged in it and you're doing it. And it's going to bring you a sense of security and a sense of, I know, sort of thing, you know. Let's get on with a clarification with the Light Seers card. Thank you very much for being here, showing your support. There's also, you can do that by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, of course. There is obviously loads of links in the description below for private readings, but also an email to do with my energy workshops that I'm going to be doing in the UK and the US and Australia. If you want to be part of them, just send me an email. Tell me where you are in the world, and I'll tell you where your local workshop's going to be. Let's get on with your clarification with the King of Swords. You get the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, just go ahead and do it. This is the time to start planting the seeds of a beautiful tomorrow, the planting of the seeds of the manifestation of your dreams and their aspirations of tomorrow. And I think you just got to go ahead and really do it. With the Queen of Swords, you get the Fool, a little bit of a leap of faith. This is the direction that you are taking. And yes, it does take a little bit of a leap of faith. And I think it's like sort of saying, you know, just fall in love. And that is a bit of a leap of faith. And I think you've got nothing to lose here, Sag, by doing this. What's this decision that you're making? This decision is all to do with you realizing what a great person you are, and you will be attracting great people around you when you realize that, and you actively choose that path. And I would choose what works for you, because when you do, you're going to choose someone to be with you that works for you. With the Six of Wands, you get the Two of Wands. With this success and this recognition within your relationships, it's going to ask you, all of a sudden, the world is at your feet, or the world is within your grasp. And I do believe there is a certain degree of actual physical traveling in this. But there's also planning a bright new future as well, with someone or with a group of people that you really feel appreciated by, basically. With the High Priestess is this change of fortune. You are creating this change of fortune within you, Sagittarius. You're making this new fortune. You're making this clear vision with the High Priestess. This is where you get that clear vision, which is where you can start using this momentum that you've got within your relationship side in order to bring in your dreams, in order for you to live a beautiful journey with someone else in your life. With this Hermit, you get the Knight of Swords as well, a call to mission. I think this is where it also ties in with the Knight of Pentacles. You're going ahead and doing it. You're going after your dreams and your aspirations. You've got it clearly in front of you, and this is now sort of your mission within your relationship side. It really is a conversion of everything that is good within you in the month of September. Let's see what goes on, the clarification on there. With the Six of Pentacles, with the Nine of Pentacles, you get the Six of Pentacles. Fair exchange, but making sure it works. So I put it like this: the fair exchange is, say, like, if I'm running a snack bar or a food truck, yeah, I've got to take the orders, I've got to make the food, I've got to serve the people, and I've also got to cash the money in. At the beginning, that's what it's going to be like. It's going to be a lot of work, and you've got to do everything. But you're doing it to give you into a good place. And once you start making the money, once you're very comfortable, then you can employ someone else. And that's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. You can help people, but you've got to make sure you're earning at the beginning to start with before you can help other people. And I think that's a real good lesson for you to learn. With the King of Wands, this stepping into your power is stepping into your art, in stepping into your profession, stepping into your qualities, stepping into what you do of good quality work, concentrating on the small detail, which empowers you and empowers your position, basically gives you a really beautiful pathway. What happens with the Justice card? You get the Emperor card. You can't get more empowerment happening on your financial side. Whatever you want to be doing, go ahead and do it, because you're going to get justice. You're going to get ownership of your pathway, basically. Really stepping into what is really good for you. Don't look to the past, look to the future. With the Five of Cups here, don't dwell on any past sort of complications. Yeah, you get the Four of Pentacles. That also came up in the collective reading as well. I think here is, I think with the certain disappointment that maybe have come in, that you might be disappointed with the world outside, it's just going to make you a little bit wiser of how you put your money, your time, your effort, your energy into the world that is around you. So you spend your effort, your energy, and your money wisely. And this is what is going to make and breed your security and your success and your knowledge of your coming success by what you have created with the Queen of Pentacles. This is a difficult decision. Success or confidence or security is sometimes a bit of a difficult decision, because sometimes you can be very humanist, where you want everybody to have success, but it can't happen like that. And I think here is where you have to make this decision to follow your ultimate goal of of the success that you deserve within your career path. Is there a new job that's coming in? I just think you've decided to win at life. This is what it's doing here. And I think this is the decision there. Some people sort of say, well, it's not morally correct to earn lots of money. No, that depends just what you do with that money. That's the important thing. It doesn't matter whether you earn lots of money, as long as you're not earning it by, through exploiting other people. And I think this is where, you're making this decision now to actually go and be the shining example that you can actually be. There you go, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for being here with us and showing your support for this channel. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, I will see you at the weekend for your weekly readings. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.